My lovers, welcome to my channel. My name is Made for Love, and today we are looking at what has your person realized. So we're going to look at what has your person realized about you and the connection. What have they realized about themselves in this moment? We're going to look at how they're processing you mentally, their heart space energy for you, and then we're going to get some advice from spirit. In the extended, we're going to use the same format and look at what have they realized about a third party, and then look at their actions towards you within 1 month of you watching this reading. Okay, so my voice is going to be a little deeper than usual because it's early in the morning. So this is kind of my bedroom voice transitioning to my daytime voice kind of thing. Right, so it's going to be a little bit more husky. Just reminding you guys that tomorrow, 3rd, is going to be the last, no, I think it's the 10% of all classes will end tonight, and that's the 2nd of March 2025, will end tonight at 12 midnight. So if you want to book a class, that 10% off ends tonight. But the 10 off tarot, the 10% off all tarot readings, goes from today until next week Saturday, which is going to be the 8th, possibly 8th. I stand corrected. Okay, 8th. I'll put the information in the description box and stuff. Okay, so don't worry about it. All right. So we're gonna get a significator for the energy towards you first, and we have here take time out. So your person in deep reflection. Some of them might be going on spiritual journeys for some reason. Here, this looks like almost like a vision quest, some sort of initiation, whether it's a formal initiation or initiation by their ancestors by spirit. But this is definitely a transitionary period for your person. Okay, consistent message in the beginning. All right, the energy generally, it is believe in yourself. I think the last message we got when we looked at the energy, generally was valueness. I think was it that? So, self value, and them stepping into self value. Um, this is the same energy. This is them believing that all things are possible. This is someone who has always battled with self-doubt, and it comes from, of course, low self-esteem, and then we could trace it back to the individual triggers, and it's going to be different for everybody, right? But either way, it's someone who had a limited worldview, and a limited belief in what they can actually accomplish in their life and what they're able to do, right? That's very much in the box kind of thinking. But since they're awakening, because this is a card number 57, which reduces to 12, and 12 is, of course, illumination. It's a higher perspective. It's a hangman. Now that they've had that illumination, now that they're seeing the world differently, and because of you as well, that has catalyzed this awakening, they are believing that all things are possible. And because they're believing that all things are possible, they realize to get this big Ace of Pentacles here, there's some little Ace of Pentacles things that they were holding on to that they have to let go of. So um it's someone who's stepping into more self-efficacy, the more their spiritual journey and the more their awakening takes root. That's where we're at. Let's look at the energy towards you. So we're looking at someone, they used to be riddled with self-doubt, but this is them recognizing all things are possible, and the only thing, or the only person that's limiting them really, is themselves. And if they're feeling like that and they are spiritually connected to you, part of your soulmate family in this lifetime, that probably reflects you too. Maybe you've been limiting yourself. Alrighty, Same card from underneath the deck. Last time I used this clairvoyant reading card, same thing. You're beautiful. You're beautiful, right? You're beautiful. And they see you having suitors, all sexes, all genders. Everything is attracted to you. Look at it here. Men, women, masculine, feminine, old, young. We have animals we've been attracted to. Even the grass, if you look at it, is moving towards this person. So all of nature responds to you. So this is Empress energy, right? This when we talk about the Empress, we're not just talking about her effect on nature, but it's how nature responds to the Empress, how nature embraces the Empress, right? Um, and sometimes you can see that in your everyday life. Like you'll see like a pack of dogs and they're barking at everybody else. And then when you walk past, they just come and they rub against your legs or whatever it is. Right? So they feel this, everything feels your aura. And they feel it too. And they see it. They think you're fiery, you're passionate. They think you're just successful. And that you're free. You're free, right? Everybody here is living in the parameters of the world in some sort of self-imposed prison or cage or a matrix in the back there. But you enjoying your damn self. You're frolicking, right? Right? Everybody's there, surviving, and you're frolicking. You're thriving, and they're inspired by that. They're awed by that, and for some of them, they're jealous. Let's pull just a couple more cards of these and let's clarify. And we're going to go into what they have realized. Today I'm using the Everyday Enchanted Tarot. I'm trying to use the decks that I've not used in a while, so that it can look all fresh and new for you guys. Underneath the deck, we have the Chariot moving forward with their life and with a swiftness too, right? So they are breaking out of society's mold. You see everybody here in the rat race in the background, right? Living to work, right? Your person, they are breaking free because they want to be as free as you are. You've truly inspired this person, right? They want to take time to smell the flowers and to enjoy their life and to do the things that they love. And it reminds me of one of my best friends. She is a prominent and successful lawyer, but truly in her heart, the only thing she wants to be is a DJ and a hype woman. I told her, do it. I said, do it, girl. Do it. Who says you can't have it all? You do it. On your weekends, you go and play, you go and DJ, right? Just do it. Life is too short to not do the things that you love. Okay. All right, let's get some clarification. Spirit, tell us about this believing in themselves card. Let's get this one. And we have here the Emperor in reverse. So this is them releasing the tight rein of control that they had on themselves. There's also something here about a father wound that they have been battling with. And when we have father wounds, we find it very difficult sometimes to break out of society's strictures, because what the emperor teaches us, or what the father teaches us, is how to operate within societies, families, societies, mores and norways, right? So it looks like they found it incredibly hard to break free from some programming that they got from their father or the paternal side of their family. Okay, whether their father was present or absent, or emotionally present or emotionally absent, there's some sort of programming that they downloaded from that experience that they are just breaking free from. They also realize that that programming has been sabotaging them for a long time. And they're just absolutely frustrated in their life. They're not happy. So this is them recognizing that they have to release it before it sabotages their future, because it is currently sabotaging their present. Okay. Let's see this beauty card. Let's get this one. They see you as this beauty. And we have the Ten of Cups, right? Their chance at happiness, because they see that you are a person happy within yourself, and they will only want to add to it, and they just want to bask in your radiance, right? And all the other flowery poetry things, poetic things that you can think about, that's what flows through this person's mind when they think about you. And it's about continuity, it's about legacy, it's about love, it's about family, it's about happiness, it's about joy. That's all they see when they look at you. They see the potential for everything that they could ever imagine, and even the things that they could never conceptualize. I feel like this is one of those persons where maybe they've never really believed in happiness. Maybe they've always believed in being content or satisfied. But the idea of joy, the idea of happy, may have been really elusive, right? But now they see the potential. They see it's right there. It's almost right there. You know, they can touch it, or maybe they want to touch it. I don't know. Maybe they want to taste it. I don't know. Whatever it is, right? But they see it right there. And they're finally believing within themselves that they deserve to have it. What have they realized about you and this connection? Let's get 4 cards. What have they realized? Queen of Cups, right? So you recognize that when they talk about you, it's only love, love, love. You give me love, love, crazy love. So it's all about love. That's how they see you. They see you having a heart just overflowing with love for everything and everybody. For some of you guys, you may volunteer at a homeless shelter, or you might be doing some sort of, there's people like in the background, well, to me it looks like they're in cells or something like that, or they are, yeah, they're entrapped or they're imprisoned. Some of you may volunteer like a prison ministry. My grandmother used to do that before she died. Prison ministry, whether you'll go and minister to the people that may be incarcerated, or you may be affiliated to a program that is about rehabilitating the incarcerated. But there's something here about you freeing those that have been locked up. And maybe on a wider scale, maybe you talking, communing, interacting with people, helping them free themselves from whatever societal strictures have had them bound or stagnated. They see that you've done it for them, and they see how you do it for other people. So it could be how you live your life, it could be how you dress, because she's kind of funky here, right? And she's kind of doing her own thing, right? Wearing whatever she loves, she doesn't care, right? She feels beautiful in it, she wears it, right? She talks to whoever she wants, right? She has no care about social standing and all that bullshit, right? So they see you treating people just exactly the same, recognizing the humanity in everyone. And, this person just absolutely loves you for that. Maybe they've always been caught up in elitism, keeping up with the Joneses, but you make them want to live life differently, right? Because they see how fair you are. They see that you're one of those persons that can really put yourself in other people's shoes, and because of that, you operate from a place of non-judgment, and acceptance, and a sense of fairness, and they love it. They love it. They aspire to be more like you every day. They aspire to be more like you. Have made this person basically change their life around. Yeah, change their life around. Their whole perspective on life has changed because of you. So what they're realizing about you is that you have changed their life permanently. They cannot go back to the person they used to be. And maybe sometimes they wish they could, because maybe it was easier to live the way they were living. It's not very easy to live a life of integrity and authenticity, because you have to be seen. And it looks like for the first time they want to put themselves out there and stick their neck out for other people. We have Six of Wands. And this is the first time that they're feeling like they can actually do it, because they see how successful you have been at overcoming the barriers and hurdles that may have prevented you from living your best life. Whether these barriers or hurdles were self-imposed, or whether they were put there by society, or both, or other people, or whatever it is, you have overcome and you live a life of joy. And they see you as an absolute success. And it's a success story that has really resonated with them, and they want to model their life after you. You're their hero. That's what I get. You are their hero. And you are the strongest person that this person knows. What have they realized about themselves? Like, some of it has been coming out, but let's ask directly. What have they realized about themselves right now in this moment? What have they realized? Ace of Cups. They love themselves. Look at them. And it looks like they've been doing a lot of reparenting of their inner child. And that may have involved doing the things that used to bring them joy as a child. Now we see people swimming here, so maybe your person might have been an avid swimmer, or they really like the water, and like being near water, whether it's the seas, rivers, lakes, whatever it is. So they might be spending more time there. They might have reconnected with childhood friends as well, right, as part of their self-love journey, because they have returned to innocence, right? They have returned to innocence. What was that song? It was a song by Enigma, right? I love that song because it shows everybody just moving right back to the way we were before programming, before, people told us crap about ourselves. So this is where they are. They've gone back to the self that thinks, I can do it. I the impossible is possible, right? It is that wonder and self-belief that only children have. So that's where they're at. Three of Cups. What have they realized about themselves? That for a long time they've just been a bystander in their life. I think this is them here, right? And I'm really struck by how the smile that she has doesn't really reach to her face. It's just, right? It just shows her teeth, right? So they may be the kind of person, they're in a crowd, there's a big party that's going on, but their social battery might be on zero, but they don't leave, right? Because they don't want to be alone with their thoughts either. Okay, so they realize that they've been just distracting themselves, being all up in other people's drama, maybe even partying, doing a lot of socializing. I call it pathological socializing, where we are not socializing to connect with the people around us. We're socializing because we're running away from our problems, right? So a pathological socializer, that's what we're tapping into. What else is here? What have they realized about themselves? We have Five of Pentacles in reverse, that they have abandonment issues, and a lot of the things that they do, whether it is self-isolation or the other end of the spectrum, which is the pathological socializing that I was thinking about, right? It's all about making sure that you're not abandoned by the people around you. So when we choose isolation, well, we're not connecting to anyone, so we can't be abandoned by anyone, right? We cannot be disappointed. They cannot hurt us, so we isolate. And then when we're doing the pathological socializing, when we're not connected with anybody, so we can't be abandoned, and there are always people around anyway, so we can fool ourselves that we're never alone, but really inside there's just this big void anyways. Okay, so that's what they're realizing, that they've been isolating, and they've been isolating or socializing to isolate, right? So socializing to escape. because they're afraid of intimacy, right? They don't want to make those kind of connections with people because they're afraid of being left behind, of being betrayed, being rejected. What else have they realized? Ten of Pentacles in reverse, that they picked that up from their family. This is part, they're realizing this is part of their family dysfunction. So depending on what end of the spectrum they are on, right? Or maybe they've seen these two extremes modeled in the same family group. It's with one aim anyways, not to make intimate connections, right? To be self-sufficient in everything, right? Hyper independent in everything, right? So that's what they're realizing, and their family is dysfunctional, and they have taken on a lot of those dysfunctional traits, especially when it comes to abandonment wounds. Sometimes abandonment wounds can also surface as creating surrogate families, right? So they may bond really, really, really closely to people really, really quickly, right? Sometimes even be kind of stalkerish, codependent and clingy, right? Again, trying to create the family that they never had. So there's all that. So there are different ways that these things manifest themselves, but they're seeing themselves clearly that this is ancestral dysfunction, and they are inspired by you to do things differently. Because maybe ancestral dysfunction is something that you've also conquered. All right, when they think about you, so we look at what have they realized about you, what have they realized about themselves. When they think about you, where is their mind at? Let's get 3 cards. Page of Swords. Okay, well, certainly they're keeping an eye on you, but you make them feel like a child again. You make them feel that sense of wonder and newness, and like every day is a day that you learn something different, right? So they have gone back to that beginner's mind. Again, that return to innocence. That's how you make them feel, right? Seeing the world with fresh eyes. And it's just amazing. 9 of Pentacles. When they think about you, they see that you're independent. For some of you, you might be doing very well for yourself, and you're quite content to be a cat guy, cat lady, whatever cliche people have for those who choose to be alone, right? So they see that you're quite comfortable with your own company. They see how you do things to love yourself, right? Whether it's to feed yourself good food, and she looks like she's in good health. No matter what age she is an eternal beauty. So, regardless of how you mature, like fine wine, um, as the years go past, they always see you as beautiful. Their perspective on you never changes. When they think about you, we see 4 of Swords. Just to be close to you. They want to be close to you again. Um, as close as these are right now, right? Where you don't know where they begin and you end, this is what they want, right? So if there's any distance between you guys, they definitely want to mend that, because they feel so magnetized towards you. Let's look at their feelings. I should have taken out this deck. I'm not going to make any comments about the box because you guys have heard me cuss this box so many times, so I'm not going to say anything. Let's look at their feelings for you. Feelings. Their feelings for you. Underneath the deck, they are encouraged and they are receiving support from the universe. For some of them, they might have one friend that might be supporting them in their journey towards you right now. So they feel encouraged. They feel like anything is possible. All right, how are they feeling when they think about you? Trapped. Especially when they look at how free you are. You are free to love. You're free to travel. You are keeper of your own time, right? They feel cornered. They feel stuck. They feel like they're not doing anything because it looks like every time either they talk to you, interact with you, you're doing something different. There's forward movement in your life, and they feel like they've gone nowhere. They've not accomplished anything. So you are a reminder of, I don't know if it's their physical or psychological limitations. Feeling frustrated and literally they feel stuck. Literally they feel stuck in their life. And even more so when they compare themselves to you. And then they also feel exposed and embarrassed. Let's pull a card and see why they feel exposed and embarrassed. Spirit, why do they feel exposed and embarrassed? We have the moon in reverse because there's something that was in the dark that has come to light that you finally found out about. Let's see what that is. What is it? We have the Eight of Cups in reverse. So for some of them, it is an addiction. Okay? Or some sort of toxic or codependent situation, right? They've not walked away from. For some of them, it could be hoarding. There's this really messy kitchen here. For others, it might be a mental health issue that they've not gotten treatment for. What are they embarrassed about? For some of them, they are linked to a covert narcissist in their life. This might be a third party, an intimate partner, could even be a boss that you know about. But either way, they see themselves as weak for not being able to walk away from that situation, especially when they view you as being so strong. They're like, viewer would never put up with this. Viewer would never put up with this. All right, so what's Spirit's advice for you at this time? So in the extended, we're going to use the same template for the third party. Spirit's advice for you is to take the lead. Okay? Don't wait for this person to make up their mind about you or wait for them to see your value. Full steam ahead. Let's read what this one says. The Spirit. Be the leader, not the follower. Right? Go before. Right? You are the way shower. Let's see, card number 58. Let's see what it says. But that's what I got with that card. Right? Stag Spirit. And it reads, whether or not you have set your intention to lead, you may have found yourself suddenly called to step up to the forefront of your life. Stag Spirit is a reminder that now's the time to heed the call to be sure, strong, and compassionate. Others will look to you, certainly your person is. And you have it within you to see through the eyes of the Stag Spirit and walk with confidence as you take on the responsibilities that are yours now and model integrity in all that you do and in all your relationships. Be willing to see the best in others so that your compassionate heart keeps you on the right path. Stag Spirit wants you to know that your responsibilities now are to yourself too. And listen, there's a consistent message we've been getting all month. The best are to yourself too, for you are learning and developing new skills. The best in you is coming into view as you step forward with strength, knowing that Spirit supports you as you compassionately take the lead. You are a model for transformation now, sharing your experience, strength, and hope with others so that they may grow and discover their best selves too. And it reminds me of this card here. And because it's exactly what she's doing. She's sharing her life experiences, her hopes, her dreams, her journey with others, and they're being inspired by it. So that they may grow and discover their best selves too. What a gift you are. Stay humble and authentic. Walk your talk, for this is how a wise leader leads. So if you've been isolating yourself like me, Spirit saying, get out there, right? There's something that you're meant to model to other people. There's something you're meant to share, right? You're not going to share that within the confines of your home. Although I tried to fool myself that's what I was doing with my channel. But I am. But I do have to physically interact with people. So that's my challenge for this year, and maybe it's yours too. Okay? I'm my love. So if you're interested, join me next extended. Otherwise, have an amazing day. Take care.